Hi, George here, and I'm going to show you how you can make a classic skin here from Minecraft Bedrock using Planet Minecraft. Now, the first thing you have to do, of course, is to go to Planet Minecraft, and that's right here. Then go up here where it says Minecraft, and then come over here where it says Tools and PMC Skin. This is Planet Minecraft Skin 3D. Click on that, and then click into the Advanced Editor right down here. We'll be doing a simple skin here, but you can go real fancy if you want to on this. I'll be ignoring all the real fancy tricks. Let's just do a real basic skin and get this over into Bedrock. You can learn more about how to use this in a later video. First thing you want to do, easiest thing is just to open up an existing skin if you happen to have one. Go up to File and Open File, or you can get a skin from a Minecraft username. This is from my Minecraft username. If you don't want to do that, if you want to start from scratch, here's how you do it. Go up to File, come down to New Skin. If you want a higher quality skin, just choose the HD skin. I'll use the low quality skin. You can set a base color if you want to. This will be the color that the whole model is painted to begin with. Just go over here to the color picker on the left-hand side. You can choose a color. Once you find a color that you like, just click on this and then choose your base color in here, and it becomes that color. And then create. And it gives you this. Now, before you do anything else, this is very important. Don't touch anything in here. Go back over here, pick a dark color, and just put a spot right up here on top over the faces. That's very important because if you move this thing around, notice that all the sides look the same. It's easy to get turned around and not know which side is front. So make sure you mark the front side before you move the model around at all. Very important. Okay, now that we're here, I like to just begin to mark out where the character is. I know what I'm looking at. It's kind of hard to do here. You can click over here. This is the grid. It gives you a grid, and this helps to understand exactly where the parts are. Now I'm doing a guy's skin. As you can see here, I have 4 wide on the arms. You can do a thinner arm if you want to. That's, again, back over here, File and New Skin. We'll just start this again. Here's your models. You can do all of the different characters here, at least almost all the characters here inside of Minecraft, all the different mobs and everything. We want to be doing our Steve up here. We'll do Steve and Simple. These are the 4 pixel arms. Alex is 3 pixel arms. Exactly the same thing. It's just that the arm size is different. Pull a stick here with these Steve and Simple like that. And choose Create. There we go. And again, before you do anything else, click someplace onto the front of the head so you know where that front is. So you can turn this thing around and you won't get lost on that front. Okay, let's just do a basic Steve style character. I'll just do it kind of like Steve, but not an exact Steve look. Let's just get kind of a nice turquoisey for his shirt in here. I'm going to do a foreground and background color on the shirt. There we go. Kind of like that. And then up here, you choose different shape brushes. Either a pixel brush or a square brush, which covers more things at once, or round or triangular, or you can use a fill paint bucket. This fills a whole area, a whole side. So you can start with the paint bucket. I have my light green, and just click onto the front, grab over here, spin this around, do the same thing for the back. There we go, spin it back around again. Now at this point, I want to get the sides on that. Just go over here on the model. Then so I can roll over the different parts of the model over here. You can click on a part like that and hide it, or show it again. That easy. So let's hide that. And I'll color that side. Let's put the arm back on again. There we go. Let's do the same thing on this arm. And let's paint that side. Let's paint it clear around. Let's just bring that back on again. Now hide the head and then pull this down and do the top. There we go. Let's bring the head back on again. Let's take off both legs and spin it around this way. And let's get that bottom section. Okay, that whole section is now painted. Bring the legs back on again. Let's now do a different coloring here for the arms. I'll just reverse my colors or choose a new color. It's up to you. Notice how this is going to be painting across. If I paint one arm, it paints the other arm at the same time. That's mirroring. And this is automatic if you're using a simple model. If you don't want the mirroring happening, then just change it to a non-simple model. I'll be using mirroring on this. It just saves you a lot of time. You can convert to the non-simple model. Just go up here to Edit and click on Convert to Steve, full 64 by 64. If you have this one, then it's not going to mirror for you. But again, I want the mirroring just to make things a bit faster and easier. Okay, let's do the arms. Click on this side. Let's click on the back. Click on the tops. Gets both tops. Spin it underneath. Get the bottoms right here. I need to get the insides. So let's just hide that inside section. We'll click on this one. That gets both insides. Okay, the arms are now colored. So now do the pants. I'll do a different coloration. We'll do, again, kind of a Steve-ish type thing here. Not a real Steve, but just kind of somewhat like Steve. So we'll give him kind of a darkish, purplish pant in here. Click on the pants, spin that around, click on the sides. There we go. Now we need to get the bottoms. It's right there. We need to get the top part. Let's hide that torso. Click the top part. We need to get the inside. So let's hide one leg, get this inside, and then switch those legs and get the other inside. Okay, the legs are now covered. That's just our basic Steve look. Let's now put in some flesh tone on this, and that's up in your orange areas. Someplace in the oranges up here, and then anywhere in here will give you all your basic flesh tones. And you can see it right over here. Here's kind of a dark suntan tone on that. And I no longer want to be using the paint bucket. This is just to give us a basic coloration in here. Let's go back over here to the paintbrush. And I'm going to start my arms right here. Just paint like that right on the model. You can then paint in your arms. You just go clear around here. And if you notice, it's looking kind of boring. All the colors are exactly the same. But it's the easy way to do this. If you want to get a bit more excitement on this, make it a bit more interesting, we're going to change this up just a little bit. So on draw mode, right now we're on this pencil mode. That's paint pixels with a solid color. Go over here, click on this one. This is varying intensities. That's the second one over. Now, if I paint in here on the face, notice how they come in kind of random. So we're getting random colors on this one. And that gives it a better look. You can come back in and just do the arms a bit here. Just get some random stuff in there like that. Just got to squiggle around a little bit, get some randomness in there, makes it a bit prettier. I missed a spot there. We'll fix that later on. Let's get the insides right there and paint these in. And be careful on this one. You can, as we already saw, you can paint over the edges. Let's just get this little section right in here. And the arms are good. On the head, we want to have some hair down here. So I'm just going to do kind of a triangle like this on either side. And that'll be the face area. And we'll do everything in behind here as hair. So I'll give it dark hair. Back over here, I'll keep it in the browns. Come into a darker brown. And let's just paint in the dark area. We still have that kind of randomness coming in, which I think really helps a lot. And again, I'm keeping this real simple for this video. I'm not going to be going real fancy on this. Let's just paint this stuff in here. Now, if you have just one big solid area you want to cover it like this, you can go over here, grab the paint bucket and click into this, and it will give you that randomness even with the paint bucket. So we can use those on those areas. For underneath, hide that torso. Again, we need to come in here and paint this using the regular paintbrush. Let's go back here to our paint tool like that, paintbrush. Because I just want just those two right here. And we need to get the skin tone in here. So I need to grab that skin tone again. Just grab the eyedropper right here. And come in here and grab kind of a mid-tone like that. Go to the noise mode. And then we'll just fill this part in here. And this part underneath. Now, you don't normally see this, but sometimes if you're in the right spot, you can see that just a little bit. Okay, so that's taken care of. So to make the clothes a bit nicer in there, grab the eyedropper tool, grab this mid-tone color right here. Let's change over here to the noise mode. And we'll come in and just do a little bit of noise on the sleeves in here. There we go. If you want, you can extend this down. So we'd use the same color for the arms as the shirt. And also fixes that one spot in there. Again, just kind of the noise mode in here on this one. Just paint this in. I could have used the paint bucket for this big area like that. We'll do that over here. Paint bucket. And there's a big area. Okay, let's hide the arms. Let's get the sides. There we go. Hide this arm over here. Get that side. Again, hide the pants and get the bottom section. Let's hide the head, get the top section, and then bring everything back in again. And let's put in some little bit of a neckline in here. So I'll go back over here, grab the eyedropper tool, grab our basic color right here, and make sure that we're on the pixel over here and not the paint bucket. And just a little bit of a V right here. There's kind of a neckline on that one. Okay, we want to bring the shirt down a little bit. We can do that. Over here, grab a mid-tone. Make sure we're on the paint pixels. Make sure we're on draw mode. And then just to the right, that's the noise mode. If I do a triangle here, it'll give me the same thing on both sides. So let's just do something just kind of like that. There we go. Just a little bit of a pattern like that. Okay. Bit of a design work on there. Let's now do the shoes. And it's kind of gray shoes on Steve. So I'll just stick with a gray color on this one. We'll stick with the noise mode. And I'll just do shoes right down there. Spin it around. Let's get these right here. Spin it around. That's good. Get the bottom of the shoes. There's no top to the shoes, of course, to do. The bottoms. And then we need to do the noise in here on the pants. Back to the eyedropper. Get our pant color in here. Back to the noise mode right there. And I can't use a paint bucket because we have some different things showing out in here. But I can come in here and just do a little bit of this just to give us some basic look. Now, the noise mode shows up more if you have a lighter color and not as much if you have a darker color. You want to have more noise in here. Just come in and change your color a little bit. Go to the drawing tool and then just randomly come in and toss in a few darker spots like that. You can also go lighter if you want to. Just adds a bit of a texturing look to it. Okay, that looks good. We now need a face in this one. So let's switch our colors over here to black. That's right here. There's black and white. Black is in front. We're on the pencil tool right there. And if you come right into the middle right here, come over one here, and then middle and over one right there. Black dots on those two spots. Let's switch this to white and then do white on the outsides. There we go. Go back over to black in here. And then I'm going to put this over into the brown. It's kind of a much darker brown. And we'll do just a little bit like this, kind of mouth effect in there. Okay, here's our basic Steve look. Maybe I'll come in and just do just a little bit more at the top up here. Okay, just real basic skin. If you want to do fancier skins, just go ahead, take your time to do that. I'm just doing real basic for this video because what I want to show you is how to get this over into Minecraft Bedrock. That's the important thing. Now at this point, go up here to File and save your skin to a file right there. And I'll put it into this folder here. Just choose Save. You can also do Download. Does the same thing. Now if you want to put this up onto Planet Minecraft, you need to have an account for that. The account is free. See my account's right up here, HTG George. Come down, click on Publish. Make sure you're logged in. Here we go. Let's give our skin a title. Real Basic Steve. And category is human. Gender male. That's fine. Give it a description if you want to. It's real simple Steve. Nothing special. I should, of course, capitalize Steve. There we go. And I'll put a period on that, make it correct. If you have more people working with you, you can do additional credits down here, more names. Give it a tag. This is going to be Steve. There we go. Allow comments. When you're happy with everything you've entered in here, just come down, click on Publish Live, and it's now published up on the Planet Minecraft website. You'll see more of my skins over here on the right-hand side, just a few of the things that I've done in here. Okay, now we have our skin. We now can go over and put this into Bedrock. This button here doesn't work on Bedrock. This works for Java. Bedrock is a different technique. So for that, we need to go over to the Minecraft launcher. So I'll close this one down. We'll bring the launcher up. Here we go. Here's the launcher. We're in Bedrock Edition. And click on Play. Let this open up to the menu screen. Okay, here we are. Come down where it says Dressing Room. Click on that. And I'm using a classic skin right now. So my current skin, I want to change the classic skin. If you want to use the other kind of fancy skins, you can go over here and build your own fancy skin if you want to. But I don't want that. And here's a fancier skin. I want our new classic skin. So click on Edit Character, or if you have an open skin, just click on your open skin. And you have two options. Either select from your character list. We're not doing that one. You want to come down here where it says Classic Skin. Click on this one and then create Classic Skin. Click over here where it says Owned Skins. And then we need to import a new skin. So choose New Skin right here and navigate where you saved that skin. Mine's saved right here. Choose Open. We can either go for the skinny arms or the wide arms. I'll do the wide arms on this one. And there we go. That's our custom skin now inside of the game. You can go back up here, click on this button. We'll go ahead and we'll use this brand new classic skin. That's good. And let's test this out in the game, make sure it works. Get out of the dressing room, click on Play, go to my main world right here, and we'll check this out. And there we go. There's the custom classic skin that we just made over there in Planet Minecraft. Like I said, you can take a lot more time over there and do real fancy skins. But I just wanted to show you how to first basically make a skin and then how to get that skin here inside of Minecraft Bedrock. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll get that here pretty soon if you help out. And I'll see you next time.